Hello everybody, it's Better Bunny, and this is going to be a vision board with me video. If you don't know what vision boarding is, it is basically where you gather a bunch of photos or items or just small visual representations of an idea. So this could be something that you want to manifest in your life, or it could be something that you just want to draw more attention and energy to. But you gather up these images and then you put them all together. A lot of the times I vision board digitally, so I'll use tools like Pinterest or Canva to create a vision board or slideshow for the things I'm trying to manifest. But there is something very magical and powerful about actually putting the effort into creating a physical vision board. But before we start actually making the vision board, I want to make a crafting drink. So I planned out the whole drink, and this is what is on the menu. Kiwi. Kiwi is the star of the show here. I had an idea about a kiwi-based drink and I really want to recreate it today. So basically what this drink is it's going to be some sort of kiwi puree or kiwi syrup, some muddled mint thrown in there, some sort of lemonade or like sparkling water, but we also have lemon flavor in there, and then top it off with sparkling water. Wow, this really doesn't sound as advanced as I thought it was going to be. My biggest challenge here is trying to make it a kiwi drink because I don't know if you noticed. Oh, I forgot the most important part, guys. Oh my God, the most important part is it's going to be topped with matcha, obviously. So this is a matcha drink. I usually drink my matcha as like a matcha latte with like oat milk or something, but I'm really trying to get more into drinking matcha with water-based drinks. Okay, but it's going to be topped with matcha, so this is sounding very delicious. This is what is fun for me. Making a fun drink is like probably one of the top 10 best experiences I've ever had. I don't really know if all these flavors go together, but that is what's on the menu, so let's go make our crafting drink. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen now, if you can't already tell, and let's please pretend that I'm wearing pants because, yeah, first order of business. Kiwi! I love kiwi. I just do. I don't know if you guys like to eat them with the skin on, but that's exactly what I like to do. I like to eat the entire kiwi besides like the little butthole parts. But yeah, I just like to eat the entire kiwi with the skin. The skin is so like sour. It just adds this extra flavor and element and also fiber. I think I'm gonna have to use like all of these kiwis because I'm going to create like the syrup with them. I think I'm just going to like blend it up in the blender and then strain it. They're so beautiful in there. Okay, let's wash them. Some of them are a little bit squishy, but I think that's actually perfect for what we're trying to do. I don't know how I'm going to take the skin off of these actually, now that I think about it, because I usually just would like eat it like this. I might just be able to peel them actually. I got this cup from Target. I am obsessed with it, but I never use it. I feel like it's way too small to make like a coffee. Maybe like a matcha could go in here. But yeah, let me know what kind of drink can go in here besides like whiskey on the rocks, because I'm not drinking that. It's actually making me so sad peeling the skin off because like that's the best part. This is also way messier than I thought it would be. I don't know. It's really getting all under my nails and everything. But that's okay. You can't eat kiwi. Can they? I don't know, but I know he would not like it if he did, so. But yeah, I'm making a complete freaking mess actually. Like this is, wow. That's a lot of fruit left in there. Oh my God. Guys, kiwi might be like the best fruit out there. I'm just eating the peel straight up. Bro, I'm just eating the peel as like a snack. Okay, so I have my 2 kiwi cups and I think I am going to blend them up with some sugar and then strain them. I actually don't have any sugar, so I think I'm going to use maple syrup. I actually don't have maple syrup either, but I have agave. Okay, so I blended up my kiwi and now I am going to strain it through here. I think I'm supposed to use like a cheesecloth or something, but this is all that I have. I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. It looks disgusting. I don't even know if it's going to strain. Okay, let's just try to strain it. think I should just taste it and then see if there are any like seeds and stuff. It actually tastes really good. Okay, I think I don't have to strain it. I think I'll just use this, and because I think all the seeds got blended up. Okay, now I'm going to make the matcha. This is the matcha that I use. I use quite a bit of matcha, but I really want the flavor to come out. And then hot but not boiling water. I don't use a thermometer. I probably should. And I'm gonna start by making a paste. I should have also bloomed this, but I didn't. That's okay. But basically, to make a paste, you're just going to dot it a bunch of times. Oh my god, that color is so gorgeous! I'm gonna add more than I normally would for a latte just because this is gonna go into like a water-based drink anyway. And then you basically wanna whisk until it has like a nice foam layer on the top. The matcha is done. Now I'm going to wash this mint and then muddle it into the cup that I'm going to be using. I don't want to add too much in here because I don't want it to overpower the kiwi. I don't know how much is going to be good. Maybe like start with that much. This is the closest thing I found to muddle this. Maybe I'll do it upside down. I think that should be good. I really don't know. We can always add more, can we? I don't know. Okay, so there's our mint. Now I'm going to add the kiwi syrup. I'm gonna put quite a bit of that because I do want it to be very kiwi-y. Okay, I got some ice, and then I don't know if I'm supposed to add this lemonade first or the matcha first. Matcha is in, and then this is the lemonade that I got. So it doesn't even say lemonade on there. It says it's a probiotic refresher, but it's lemon ginger. So I'm a little bit concerned about the ginger. I'm gonna taste it first before I put it in because I also got a different drink I could probably use if this one doesn't work. Oh my gosh, it's really good. It's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want like a super sweet, overpowering lemonade. It looks questionable. All right, moment of truth. Okay, let's see. Actually, let's go back to the crafting space first and then we'll try it. Okay, y'all, let's try this drink. I'm really excited. I'm going to put this little garnish on top. Oh my gosh, it's literally so cute. It is definitely giving green juice, but I don't think it's going to taste that way. So moment of truth. Okay, my thoughts. I like it, okay? I think it tastes good, but the vibe that I was more going for is like a little bit of a sweet treat drink. And this is not giving that. It actually is giving green juice because the matcha combined with the ginger, it definitely has a green juice vibe to it, but it is very good. Like I would say that this is an extremely good green juice. I think I would do regular lemonade and then like maybe a little bit of sparkling water or something. The ginger is nice, but that is what makes me feel like it's green juice. And it's also just green, so next time you do crafting, or even honestly if you just have to do like work or homework or something, make yourself a cute little drink, okay? Do it, because it just makes you happier. It just makes you happier, it really does. Okay. I'm going to go put a band-aid on this cut that I have because it looks gross and I don't want it to be showing while I'm like showing you guys everything that I got, but I'm gonna go do that and then we're gonna get into the haul of what I got from Michaels. Band-aid acquired. Okay, so before we get into the haul, I'm just gonna show you what I've got set up here because I have a giant desk. Usually my computer is on this desk, but I cleared everything off just so I could do a vision board on here. And I'm loving this beautiful open space. I don't know why, I just feel like I have to keep doing this, but the energy is flowing. Okay. Okay, so first things, most importantly, I'm going to have my iPad set up in the corner over here so I can listen to music. Music is going to be a huge part of this because I feel like when I'm working with my hands, I really need something in the background to listen to. And sometimes I might listen to a podcast, but for this specifically, I really want this to be a very powerful vision board and I really want energy and intention behind it. So I'm going to not focus on like a podcast or something or like a show going on in the background, but just play music that is related to this vision board essentially. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you everything that I got from Michaels. And I did splurge a little bit just because I really want this vision board to be visually appealing, but in my past vision boards, I probably spent like $10 max on them. But I got a lot of cute stuff. So the first thing I got was this poster board. This is going to be the vision board. And then to place on top of the vision board, I got like this music note paper. So this one's going to be the background, and then I also got this pink paper to lay over it. And then I got these super cute letters I'm really excited to put on, and it's like a bunch of different fonts. I thought these were adorable. They remind me of the beads that you would put on like a pony bead bracelet or something. And then I also got these little stickers. I just think that they're really cute. And then the last thing I got from Michaels was this lace to go around the border of the vision board. I think that would be really pretty. I don't know if I'm going to end up framing this. I might frame it and hang it depending on how much I like it. So that was all the Michaels stuff, and I'm gonna show you just a couple other miscellaneous things that I have. We have glue, a paintbrush for the glue. I have these two other types of ribbons. I might make some bows and put those on there. Other colored paper to make like shapes and designs and things. I don't know if I'll actually end up using these. Some markers. And then this is just a giant folder of all of my stickers. I have so many stickers that I don't use. The first time I did a vision board, I honestly did it with the intention of getting rid of some of my stickers because I buy stickers and I'm like, these are so cute, I never want to use them. So I had to like force myself to use my stickers on that vision board. But this time around, I'm not scared to use my stickers, okay? I'll put some stickers on there for sure. And then I also printed out a bunch of different pictures that I'm going to be putting onto the vision board. I know you can do this through FedEx, but I have just been going to the library to print my stuff, and I think it's more if you do it at FedEx because they use like the fancy paper, but this is just like regular printer paper. I'm not going to show you all of the stuff. I'll just show you this page because I want it to be a surprise. Let me show you the vision board that I did the most recently. So this was the vision board that I did about like a month ago, I think, and there's a lot going on here, okay? That's probably like the biggest issue that I had with this one is there's just too much happening. When I look at this, I do not necessarily know what it's getting at. And I think that's the biggest thing about vision boards for me is when I look at my vision board, I want it to evoke the same emotion in me that I was trying to express by creating the vision board. If I was to give you a piece of advice, it would be to cut out your pictures that you're gonna be putting on your vision board before you start vision boarding. When you're vision boarding, you wanna just be able to throw on some music, really get into the zone, start arranging things, collaging things, and cutting out the actual pictures is probably what takes the most amount of time, and you're not really like cultivating a creative energy while doing that. I was not smart enough to do that, so I'm going to have to cut all of these out right now. I'm actually so excited, guys. So I'm just gonna put on some music and start cutting. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you a few things that I've cut out so far. So I have like a few of these picture frame type things. This one's like a camera, just so I can put the pictures that I printed out like inside of these or on top of them or something. I have the moon because in my mind, we are best friends. Like the moon is my bestie. That's my girl. I don't know how many of these I'm going to actually use because we have a pretty small canvas compared to everything that I printed out. The more I drink this, like it is really good and refreshing, but the more I drink it, the more it's just green juice. And if you were ever going to do a vision board, you don't have to print out all of the pictures that you're going to use. This one time I went to a vision boarding party, and at this party my friend had put out a bunch of old magazines and newspapers, and then everyone sat down on the floor and you could choose whatever magazine you wanted and cut out whatever you want from there and then glue it onto your canvas. And I really like that way of vision boarding because it doesn't feel like everything has to be perfect. So vision boarding can be used as like, okay, I have this thing I want to manifest and I want to create a vision board that specifically represents that. Or it can also be used as an outlet to just create whatever is on your mind at the time. The purpose of this vision board is to represent the next chapter that I am stepping into in this next period of my life. And that's very exciting because in my mind, I have this idea of what I want that to be and what I want it to look like, but now I'll actually have a physical thing that I can hold in my hand and be like, this is where I'm going. Also, for any of you guys wondering, I am a Pinterest fiend, so all of these pictures are primarily from Pinterest. Pinterest is also where I do all of my digital vision boarding. Okay, so I finally finished cutting everything out. Now that I look at it, it doesn't look like too much. This looks kind of crazy right now, but just trust me, there is a vision, okay? This whole time, I've just been listening to music. Music is a really important thing for me when it comes to manifesting because I'm just obsessed with music. When I listen to music, I'm able to get into my imagination better and I'm able to visualize things more clearly. So if any of you guys are curious about what I've been listening to, I'm just gonna put some songs up here. I just feel pure creative energy when I listen to these songs. So let me kind of tell you, okay, so there's a bunny, obviously. I'm thinking the bunny is gonna be like the centerpiece, but I also have this bunny. It's a little bit smaller. Oh my gosh, they both look really cute. It's gonna be hard to decide. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the background and the bunny on so we can kind of have the focal point already set up. I don't know, the bunny's pretty like big. Let me see how it looks with this one. I think I'm going to do this. I don't know, this bunny's so cute though. It just gives me a lot more space to add the pictures that I want to add. But yeah, I'm gonna do this bunny now and then I'll probably do like a little pink outline around it just to give it some depth. Okay, so this is what it's looking like at the moment. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it. I'm obviously gonna cut these little parts off. Yeah, now I'm gonna start adding all of the tinier little pictures on here. I'm so locked in right now. I've been working on this for a few hours, but I think I can finish it. One of the themes of my vision board was to eat a lot of healthy foods that I really enjoy eating. But I wanted to be a little bit more symbolic about it, so I went ahead and printed out little miniature fruits and vegetables that I love. First, boom, sweet potato. I'm also showing these because I don't think they're gonna make it onto this. I don't think I have enough space. Next, onion. I love onions. I could just eat an onion raw. Strawberry. Strawberries are so good. Boom. Carrots. I think that they're the perfect crunchy snack. I like eating them with mustard. That is going to sound really weird, but carrots with mustard, oh my gosh, literally the best combination ever. You guys already know. You guys already know I love my kiwi, and this one's gonna make it on the board. So, yeah. Oh, I'm honestly so indecisive about this. I think it looks really cute so far, but I'm sad that I won't be able to put a lot of the things that I want to on there. Like, for example, I thought this was really cool. And then I also wanted to put the thinking man on there. I love him. Like, I feel like I really relate to him. This is just what's constantly like going on in my brain. And then I don't think these are gonna make it on either, but my idea behind these was like to make them look like little Polaroid pictures. I just made them too big. Am I wrong for assuming that these would be like little white stickers? They're actually clear. And I'm kind of mad because that's not what they look like at all. I thought they were gonna be little white stickers so they would actually show up on the background. That's okay. They were just really expensive, but it's honestly fine. I'm almost done. I'm gonna see if I can add this anywhere. Now I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but yeah. Okay, I finally finished. Do you guys want to see it? I personally like it, but it is not at all what I was expecting it to turn out like, which is fine. I know that when I look at it, I'm going to feel the feelings that inspired me to create this in the first place. I'm gonna show you. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yay! I was trying to do some extra bows over here with this black and white ribbon because I think that would look really cute, but it wasn't sticking with the glue, so I think I might have to like staple it or super glue it or something. I kind of want some lace down here at the bottom maybe. I don't know. And then I don't know if I can even frame it with this lace. I really am not sure, but I think it's really cool. And now I'm gonna like take you through a little tour of everything that I put on there. Okay, so you might be looking at this and thinking, what is going on? And honestly, yeah, that's kind of how it is in my mind as well. When I look at this, it makes me excited. There is an excited energy about it. Let's just start with the bunny down here, where the bunny's third eye is. I put a kiwi, of course. I was trying to figure out where to put this, but I think if I were to have a third eye, I think it would definitely be a kiwi. And then, of course, the moon on top of the bunny's head with 555, which is my angel number. And then I put a cupcake over here and a cupcake up here because it is going to be my birthday soon. And then when I saw these two on Pinterest, for some reason, the first word that came to my mind was friendship. So like in my mind, these are my friends. Be alert for bunnies, obviously. Yeah, there are a lot of bunnies on this one, but it's because bunnies are just such like a spiritual animal to me. When I see them, I immediately am just reminded of the universe and of God. I put a ticket to New York because I really want to go to New York. And then my passport, of course, because I'm going to be needing that. And then a typewriter because I really want to start writing more. When you guys look at this, you might not know exactly what is going on, but I do know what's going on. And I think that's the most important thing. So even if your vision board isn't as aesthetically pleasing as you might want it to be, or it might not make sense to somebody else, that's perfectly okay, as long as when you look at it, you understand your intention in making it and you can tap into the energy that you wanted to create with it. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through how I do my journal exercise after I make a vision board. So once you're finished with your vision board, grab your journal and put your vision board somewhere where you can see it. So display it somewhere. I have mine just sitting like on top of my iPad right now. Turn to a new page in your journal. I'm just gonna put vision board affirmations. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a few minutes to look at my vision board and write down affirmations that relate to it. So affirmations can be things that I already do that I want to affirm, or something new that I want to bring into my life. The two most important rules I stick to in writing positive affirmations are they have to be in the present tense. So when you're writing a positive affirmation, you want it to sound like what you're trying to manifest is already present in your life. So for example, instead of saying, I want to be financially abundant, you might say, I am financially abundant. And then the second rule I follow when writing affirmations is I like to keep it positive. So instead of focusing the affirmations on things that I don't want, for example, I don't go to sleep late, or I don't eat unhealthy foods, those affirmations are technically negative affirmations because you're focusing on what you don't want to do. So I still keep the idea of these negative affirmations, but I try to spin it in a way so that it comes out as a positive sentence. So for example, instead of saying, I don't eat unhealthy foods, I would say, I only eat foods that make my body feel good. And instead of saying, I don't go to sleep late, I write, I wake up every morning early feeling refreshed. Honestly, do whatever you want, but that's just what I like to do with my affirmations. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down a few affirmations and I'll share them with you in a second. Okay, so this is what I wrote down so far. I'm probably going to add more to this as I start looking at this vision board more often. I'm just gonna read a few off of here. Some of them are more personal, so I'll just read the generic ones. So the first one I have is I am abundant, because when I look at this vision board, that's honestly how I feel. I feel like I can create whatever I want and do whatever I want. I put, I am creating every day. I trust my intuition. I am connected with God. I have fun with my life and play. I am lucky. I am learning a lot. I am loved and supported. I trust the universe. And I am ready to receive. I really like I am ready to receive as an affirmation because it puts you into a state where energy can come to you. I'm going to make a lot of videos about manifestation and putting yourself in an abundant frequency so you can attract what you desire. But vision boarding is just one really great way to do that because it helps you visualize and feel what it is that you're trying to manifest into your life. So those are two really big aspects of manifestation. One is what frequency are you at? How are you feeling? What energy are you putting out there? And then secondly is being specific about what you actually want. So being so specific to the point where you are writing it down on a piece of paper or putting visual representations onto a poster, you're making it very clear to your mind and to the universe exactly what it is that you want. Those are basically the two steps that you need for manifestation. You need to be clear and you need to know what you want, and then you need to believe that you already have it. That's it. It's honestly really simple. People try to complicate it more than it is. It is about just staying in a constant state of knowing what you want and being on the same frequency. And doing activities like vision boarding, journaling, meditation just bring you closer to reaching that state where your manifestations can arrive. So I hope you guys enjoyed vision boarding with me, and maybe I inspired you to make a vision board of your own. You really should. I really highly recommend. And I'm going to put my vision board somewhere where I'll be able to look at it a lot and just feel all of the positivity I know is coming towards me. Thanks for keeping me company. If you didn't know, I do upload a video every week that is going to be pertaining to something to do with my spiritual journey. If you want to follow along with me, subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you for being here with me. If you're still here, I'm proud of you because I've been doing this probably for about like 6 hours now. Okay, I will see everybody later.